So you guys probably heard about Cyan Skittle, Twocanon, and Pixel Grimace Shake, right? Well, I have proof that all of those were actually Twocanon. I don't have much to say, but as you can see on the screen, there are
that they did, such as, you know, make fan art of PNG mod when they supposedly changed, right? And then just a week later, they went back to their old habits. It's just like me making a New Year's resolution. I know I'm not gonna do it, but I still say it anyways. And yeah, as you can see here, they are clearly not in the best mind state. I can't show what they post anymore, but like, you know, just know that it's bad.
How many exposed videos need to be made on a YouTuber for their reputation to get ruined? Well, that's a question that you're going to have to ask the YouTuber Twocanon. For those of you that are unfamiliar, Twocanon is an object show YouTuber with 28 subscribers who has been receiving massive amounts of hate over the past year for a number of different reasons. Now, I bet you're probably wondering, how does someone with this low of a subscriber count get this many exposed videos and this much hate to their name with such a small following? Well, I'm going to be answering that question in today's video. In today's video, we will be going over a YouTuber who has managed to destroy their reputation with under 30 subscribers. Going down in history for being one of the most hated object show YouTubers, this is the downfall of Twocanon. Now, considering the fact that the earliest exposed video I can find on Twocanon was a year ago, it's safe to assume that they've still been getting hate to this day. Is because when you search up Twocanon's name, there are dozens of exposed videos that will pop up, and the most recent one was made just 8 days ago, which just goes to show that over the past year, Twocanon has remained one of the more hated object show YouTubers. Now, the main thing that Twocanon is being exposed for, and was being exposed for back then as well, is for drawing Rule 34 and engaging in inappropriate behavior and messages with minors, along with racist allegations also coming out very recently. Now, I don't want this video to be only my opinion alone. I want some other people to be able to voice their own opinion about this YouTuber, so I'm going to go ahead and let my good friend the Diamond Eggy voice his opinion on Twocanon and the situation in general. I also forgot to say this in the beginning of this video, but please do not harass or bully anyone mentioned in this documentary. This video is made for educational and documentative purposes only. It is not meant to harass, bully, or witch hunt anyone. It's only to go over the situation in depth.
Okay, so Twocanon is a pretty fucking weird and disgusting person, to say the least. They have made a lot of R34 IDK of what, but that would always be looked down upon in most communities. But one of the worst things that they have done to an extent is being an absolute racist piece of garbage. Like, the amount of times I've seen them being racist is absolutely mind-blowing. But some of the other stuff that they have done is also disgusting. Like talking to underage people inappropriately. I've heard that they have said the most out-of-pocket stuff to these people who most likely don't deserve it at all. But my personal opinion on the matter is that Twocanon needs to shut the fuck up, stop being so fucking disgusting. Thanks TG for having me on this video. My part sounded absolutely like it was made by a robot. I sound like a robot.
The following video I'm about to show you is an interview that I was able to conduct with one of Twocanon's victims. Okay, so just go ahead and introduce yourself if you want, and then we'll get into the questions.
Alright, my name is Arrowhead, and I dated Twocanon a while back. Twocanon used to be at her prime, but she fought off. I don't know why, but she told me I was kind of the reason for it. I don't know how.
Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask you a few questions today, and yeah.
Alright.
So the first question is, so you mentioned that you had dated Twocanon a while back. If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
how did how did that go? What happened during that time?
It was very weird because first of all, she got groomed. If I'm right, she got groomed a while back. But she used to be a Rule 34 creator back then, but she changed, so I went for the chance, right? Because I didn't know that at the time, but she told me that. So it was alright, but weirdly, she would do some weirdly sexual stuff that I didn't like, really. I wasn't into it, but she would try to do it with me and all that stuff on Discord and shit. It was just weird.
All right.
But she was a porn creator, too.
Oh, yeah. I heard a couple people actually mention that. So, all right. So there's that, and then, so, how did you like initially react when Twocanon was like receiving a lot of hate, like when those videos were getting made?
I was just kind of. I was kind of surprised, to be honest, because I've seen lots of creators like that before. So really, it's like typical to see that.
Yeah,
Because he's in a part. I mean, she's in a part of the OSC where it's just trash, very trash. I'm in it too, but I deal with those people.
Yeah.
Like very horrible people are in there. I found a server where they just groom each other. I'm serious.
For fun, like just because.
No, it's just for like sexual antics and shit. I found that way back then on May, and now I'm just trying to find more horrible creators.
All right. So, all right. What else was I gonna say? All right. So is there to your knowledge, right? Like as of what you know, is there anyone else that has like experienced what you experienced with Toucan?
If I believe, there's several people. There's one guy named Lizard, and let me try to check.
Actually,
If I remember, it's like someone named Cannon. I'm not sure if they're still around, but it was someone named Cannon.
huh? Never heard of that person before.
Yeah, they kind of quit it, if I'm right.
Yeah. So, all right. So you mentioned that Toucan was in like a weird part of the OSC, right? What would you kind of call that community of people?
No, I call it the my side of the OC. It's very disturbing. The biggest creator in our part is named like, if I'm right, is someone named Alex or someone that's higher a little bit. But there's loads of people in there. Now, what my purpose was is to defeat that. Really, I tried like stopping that because I met a guy. He got me into it, but he's like a groomer. He showed penis pics and everything. That's the part Twocanon is in. He's in a horrible part.
Was
Rule
he
34 all over.
was he
Predators all over.
in that server where people were grooming people? Like, was Toucan in there?
No, but he knows one of them. He used to be friends with one of them, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. So another thing is, you mentioned that Toucan made Rule 34 a while ago, and I wanted to ask, did Toucan ever make Rule 34 a viewer, like anyone that you knew or no?
Well, I think they did it once to me, like, a while back. I don't have the screenshot saved, or I think I do. I had, like, a folder where I just exposed them with. But yeah, she does it to a lot of people, actually. She did, like, 40 videos, and it's crazy. She used to go by other names and stuff.
Okay.
She's basically just on the run.
So did Toucan was Toucan like a YouTuber when you first met them, or like or him or something like that? Like were they? Was he a YouTuber when you first met him?
Yeah, they were a YouTuber, actually. They didn't make porn at the time. But they were a YouTuber at, like, September, and then they just crashed out. But yeah.
All right. Do you know if Toucan was like always like that, or like wasn't like that before?
Dude, Kenan wasn't always like this. It all started in like 2022, if I'm right. That's what they told me. I met them in 2023 though. But he
Okay.
told me that they met someone and then they got into that weird shit near like 2023 early, like in August. So yeah, that's how I found him.
I checked Toucan's channel, and he doesn't have any videos on there. So, do you know if he like while you was still talking to him, like do you know if he made any videos like addressing the hate that people were bringing to him?
Really, no, it was just rage bait content. But like after that, after when I met him, it was just kind of normal stuff or
Alright.
OC related stuff, as you can say.
Did you that like made hate videos or like exposed videos on Twocanon? Like, do you know any of them? Like, not personally, but like, have you talked to them before? Like, know any of them?
Well, I know like 4 people, 5. Some of them are just unknown. They're underrated, but they exposed them before. They're kind of just new to the Twocanon stuff. I've been there for a while.
Yeah. So, all right. So I have a question. So, what would how long like if you were to say like a specific amount of time or like date, like how long has Twocanon kind of been like doing this kind of stuff for? Like how long? Like when did it start?
Ooh, this kind of stuff?
Yeah,
If I'm right, she told me 2 years. 2 years.
2 whole years.
Yes, 2 whole years. I found that crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's 2 whole years of doing that. That's crazy. So, all right. So I remember people saying that Twocanon was a groomer. Uh, like was it like or like Twocanon himself was a groomer. And you mentioned earlier
Yeah.
that he had got groomed before, like I guess like before he met you or something like that. Did he actually
Yeah.
groom people himself?
He did. Yeah, he actually groomed people before. It's disgusting.
Hmm.
It's like he actually got child porn. He has child porn. He sent it to me and everything.
He has
Like
that.
he flexes the fact that he has. Yeah, yeah.
He has that
He has a folder of it actually.
on his computer.
Yes, 3 folders.
Wow.
3 folders of 3 separate people. I
Okay.
know.
So originally, the next question was going to be what was the worst thing that Twocanon ever done. But after learning that, now I know what it is. So besides that, besides what you just told me, like about him having that stuff on his computer, what was like the other kind of worst thing that he like has done on the internet, like to other people, or like other people have seen?
If I'm right, it was just him making fun of people cutting themselves and shit, and just like making them want to cut themselves. For example, I have a victim of that she mocked and stuff. It was my best friend named Crystal Ball. You probably know him,
Yeah, I think I heard of
but
it before.
yeah, he was going through some stuff, and then she just mocked it, and I just went out. No one liked her for that, and she just started turning racist. It was just a few days ago. This is like 2 days ago from or one day.
So
She does this all the time. She guilt trips. She acts like she's changing, and then she comes back. It's a cycle. She's been doing this for 2 years.
you know what's funny? I actually Toucan sent me a friend request before, but I had to deny it is because of all the stuff that I heard about her. So yeah. Another thing is so people have like a lot of people know that Toucan is racist, right? And Toucan like says the N
Yeah.
word and all that stuff. Is Toucan black? Because like
No, they're white.
he
They're
is
white.
black.
Very white.
Oh yeah. Because in the video that I'm working on right now, actually, like there's a couple screenshots that I show in the video of Toucan and saying that word. Um, and I just wanted to make sure just in case. So
Yeah. Sometimes she says she's mixed, but really, if you go check her skin color, I saw it once. It's not mixed. It's white. I'm white myself.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I was reading over some of the screenshots that people had sent me of Toucan's like behavior, and it said to like you know how like people have like a description in like their Discord account and stuff like that. So Toucanon's
Yeah.
guy lover did Toucanon have that in his description like when you met him or like when you were talking to him or was that new?
No. If I'm right, that never happened. It was kind of just new.
All right.
That's kind of new information.
So most of this stuff, at least right now, because I think like the most recent video made about Toucanon was like a few days ago, like 8 days ago or something. So uh, most of this stuff is new, right? What is something that Toucan like
Yeah.
kind of did that isn't new? Like that's kind of been going on since the beginning.
Kind of is it new? Really? It was just Rule 34 and racism. If I'm right, it dated back to like 1 month ago to like 8 months ago. That's how she's been doing it right now.
So the Rule 34 and the racism is actually like a reoccurring thing. So that's not new.
Yeah, it's her common bread and butter, as you can say. But what happened way back then, it's like near, if I'm right, it was something like September 2 or late October. There was a server, an anti-server, and some shit went down there. So what we used to do back then, way back then, we used to just like try to get her off the internet, but she just came back. But we made her quit for months. I like to bring that up because that's a big thing in her career. That's a big important part right there.
Yeah. So that's actually okay. That's a good point. So I have like a pretty important question. So would you say like out of because you've known Twocanon for a while, right? So
Yeah.
out of all the time that you've known Twocanon, what was like the biggest or like most popular like he's ever been?
Ooh, it was actually when I first met him. He was like very, very known because he was a good. He changed, I guess, or people said he changed. So he kind of blowed up for that. But now he's just known as a horrible person, and people found out.
So nowadays people
Or
only know him for being a bad dude.
yeah, no one remembers him for being good. They all just say he's bad.
Yeah. Is there anyone? Is there? Because I remember you mentioned like the four canon guy ended up like leaving the internet or something like that. Is there anyone else that did that after interacting with Twocanon, or was it just him?
You know, the four cannon thing. I used to be named four cannon, but here's the thing: two cannon met someone, and two cannon let them take away my old name. So that's the new four cannon. Just to get you updated resource because I don't want you to get mixed with my old self from like 9 months ago.
Yeah.
But there is other people.
Okay.
Like I mentioned, a guy named Lizard, some guy named Loge. You probably don't know who Loge is, but I do. I do.
Well, thanks for coming on, man. I'm glad that you were able to answer these questions. But yeah, thank you for coming on, bro.
No problem.
All right, man. Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
In the video that you're about to see, this is not the only wrong thing that Twocanon has done, separate from the things mentioned in the interview.
That they did, such as, make fan art of PNG mod when they supposedly changed, right? And then just a week later, they went back to their old habits. It's just like me making a New Year's resolution. I know I'm not gonna do it, but I still say it anyways. And yeah, as you can see here, they are clearly not in the best mind state. I can't show what they post anymore, but like, just know that it's bad. It's bad. And yeah, like, they're just harassing people. You should really go report them. And they clearly do not care if they get, like, deleted or not, since they literally said right here that they do not care if their Rule 34 gets banned. So that's just a sign saying that we need to delete their account. I mean, we can definitely do it. I mean, not to promote my own video, but, like, a while ago, we had beef with another YouTuber who's, if you don't go watch that video anyways. But, like, the point is, we were able to get all their videos and posts deleted. Together as a community, we were able to fight against them, and now we won. So, dude, let's try to do the same for Twocanon, or at least try to make them change again. Come on, Twocanon, if you're watching this, come on. You had such a good run. You're so good. Everyone loved you. Like, why'd you have to throw it all the way? Even Oreo Slushy, who was probably worse than you, like, they switched to the good side. Let's hope it stays that way, though. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Navy for adding me into the video, and like, go subscribe to him, bro. Like, go subscribe to Navy Blue YT. If you're not subscribed to Navy Blue YT, you are a something I cannot say on YouTube. Let's just say that. And go check out my channel too, because we're really just funny, goofy guys. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I have fuck. I've got some Weezer to get listening to. So without said and done, thank you guys for watching this video.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Mostly go by Zay, but whatever name y'all want to call me, I just go by Zay. I have a channel called Forever Zay. I do a lot of documentaries there as well. Go check out that channel if you want to. I have like currently 392 when I'm trying to make it to 400. Actually 500, my bad. I've made like 2 videos about the object show community, so if you want, you can check them out. But yeah, that's not about the main point of the video. The main point is we're gonna be talking about Twocanon, and I'm gonna be giving my take on the situation. Now, anyways, without any further ado, we'll begin. Let's begin the thing, shall we?
Alright.
Now,
I know my microphone is kind of low right now.
alright, let's go. So, I am going to give my take on the Twocanon situation, and warning, there's going to be a lot of yap in this video, but it doesn't really matter, bro. All I'm trying to do is give myself a very good and formal opinion on this situation. Anyways, I'll be and she keeps trying to act like she keeps changing, but she isn't changing. Basically manipulating people. They basically manipulate their fan base into thinking they changed when they haven't. And honestly, I just see that as messed up. Another thing that's messed up is how racist Twocanon is. The reason why the reason why I'm saying Twocanon is racist because if you've seen those DMs, you would already know because they have been saying some pretty nasty things, and that kind of really hurts the people like me a lot. Yeah. No. And I'm trying to just say this right now. I just hate the fact that when Twocanon does this, she thinks she's gonna get away with all of this. And another thing is that she also used to own a channel that had around 100 subscribers or something like that. And then let's just say her channel got deleted for some reason. And I'm gonna be completely honest, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, if she has done a lot of bad, then she has done a lot of bad. I just don't care about that at all. That's the only thing I don't care. But what I do care is how Twocanon acts like a little idiot altogether, and that honestly bothers me. I don't really like that. I mean, I don't really like when Twocanon just basically acts like a small little I don't know, small little idiot. I honestly don't like her in any way. I honestly don't like what her ways of managing situations. She is basically just saying that she's sorry, but like I said again, she's not sorry. She's sorry because she got caught and all that stuff. And the worst part is that she has some friends by her side. Now, I don't get why it makes sense to be friends with some little shithole, whenever they have done bad, and you just be like, oh yeah, I don't care if this person has messed up too many people who just said a lot of bad things, and telling them to do something that they shouldn't do in real life. Like, if they're like that, if they honestly don't care about that, then that's just honestly pretty messed up. I have seen another person, and I mean another person who has done a lot of worse, like Twocanon. But I'll save that for the end of the video. But at the same time, though, Twocanon, I think Twocanon overall just doesn't really care what they do, and if anything, she's gonna have a hard time staying on the internet because soon after her family's gonna find out what she has done and just basically just take her devices away, confiscate everything she has, all that stuff. And to be fair though, she doesn't really deserve a platform anyways because all she has at the end of the day, she's just a rage baiter. She's just somebody who doesn't even have a voice because they're weak. They're obviously weak. There's there's nothing that could defend this person whatsoever. Even if they're like a teenager, even if they're a minor, there's still nothing to defend her. Like, there's no lawyers, no attorneys, no lawyers or attorneys are going to defend this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, imagine hiring a lawyer or an attorney to just simply defend a bad user or simply defend a criminal, like, a little criminal. But I'm saying that, but it's just my slang. It's just slang. I just call them criminals if they're actually bad people. So criminals like criminals in the object show community like Twocanon they should not exist in any platform at all. All I can wish for is to get them some therapy, but oh hell no, I don't think she is going to ever seek that chance. And there's something I would like to also point out about Twocanon, and is that Twocanon has this little subject that she always wants to bring up, and it's always about it's literally about it's literally about people who are like black or something. Like, she always says that. Me personally though, that's just straight disrespectful. And and the actual worst part. Let me just actually give y'all a little screenshot so y'all can just like pay attention to what I'm talking about. Do you see how everybody is too soft to people? Like, there's one thing, like, I don't bash people when they forgive one another, but the thing that pisses me off is when they get manipulated, when they, like, literally, when they get manipulated to forgive this person, and then just a day later, they just get called out again. Like, bro, I'm gonna be genuinely honest here. Why is everybody forgiving this person? They have been manipulating a lot of people many chances, many chances. And like, the fact that they manipulated the audience many times and just straight up forgiving them, just thinking that they aren't going to be the next victim, is just embarrassing. And I'm not trying to say this in a rude way, but to just literally just forgive somebody who has manipulated people like people like Floyd Tunes, OSC, I don't know about Headbashers, Airhead, object animation to object. I mean object animations, not animation objects, bro. I'm getting confused with the other. And some other people. The fact that they're trying to forgive people, the fact that they're saying they're a total disappointment when they got caught, when they legitimately got caught for doing this to themselves, is just crazy. Like, bro, this isn't like, no offense to the entire community, no offense to anybody whatsoever, but look at this screenshot. Like whoever is viewing right now in this video, take a look at this screenshot. Saying that I'm a disappointment all because you got caught. You literally think that's going to help in any way. No, it's not. Literally, your fan base is getting manipulated. Your fan base, if you think a person who catches scammers is going to arrest him, not all the time, but this one right here is an online scammer. If they ever come to you, make posts saying they're a disappointment, pull out the suicide or victim card, or even worse, manipulate them, which in this case sadly is, then all you're gonna do is just receive more hate and more hate. The forgiveness is gonna last not a day. It's not gonna last a total week. I can bet you with $100, bro. On God. My bad. I'm just a little sick right now. But at the same time, I can bet everybody who's watching this video $100 that they are all going to be manipulated in the next few weeks. They're just going to be dead. Their dead ass going to be like, "Yup, they manipulated me again." And I'm gonna be genuinely honest here. I'm getting tired. To me personally, this is my opinion. I want everybody to understand that I am getting tired of, like, I'm not saying that I hate everybody who forgives one another, but I'm just saying sometimes people can just be too soft. Sometimes people can just be too soft, or maybe they just don't care at all, even watching exposing the documents or resources that are linked for them to read what this person has done. Like, sometimes they don't do that stuff, and it honestly just pisses me off, because, like, how are you going, like, it's obvious why they shouldn't be forgiven. If they don't deserve to be forgiven, they shouldn't be forgiven. Like, if this is the first time, then yeah, I would forgive them, because if they're actually sorry, if they're genuinely sorry, then yeah, of course I would forgive them. But if it's some apology like this where they just have the audacity to just say their disappointment all because they got caught and they got rightfully called out, then then all the people who used to hate him are going to forgive this person. Like who in their right mind is going to forgive somebody? Who in their right mind is going to forgive somebody when they clearly have the audacity to say the N word? Like even like they're not like I'm not trying to say that that I'm not saying you should say I'm saying or something like that. I'm just saying you, the viewer here, should realize that this person right here, this person specifically, just used the N word, was being racist towards like people, even black people as well, and even the worst part, they send like a lot of NSFW as well. And this can explain. This one will explain to everybody looking at this screen right now. This can explain. This explains why everybody is getting I don't know, maybe some are just saying, maybe some are not forgiving this person, maybe some are just like, you're saying like you're saying that let's say that you don't forgive them. Actually, you're just acting like they forgive them. Well, I don't really know how to respond to that, but like most of y'all just make the apology seem a little genuine and just like forgive them. And honestly, forgiving them, I just want to say this right now. One more thing before I go. Please do not interact with her. Her actions are despicable. I don't know. I don't have any idea why Toucan is forgiven and all that stuff. I don't encourage any harassment.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like documentaries about the OSC and other object show YouTubers like this, then consider subscribing to the channel, as I'm trying to hit 6,000 subscribers pretty soon. So, yeah, that's all for this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.